easy Deso stack for Chalice.
And now the cooldowns, they're back up. So LGD not able to take advantage of those being used, and New.
He was trying to make a go for Somnus here with the primal split, but he's having a run. I mean, Somnus will force to BKB. Gets a little too frightened here by the fact that New continues to push on with the other two Brewlings. The BKB charge down.
Ready. But that's a moment, I mean, LGD, they were trying to find something there with those cooldowns being used. Solar down, Echo's down, they're all back up. So for the side of Azure, they can look to fight pretty much at any of these next few moments. Beautiful catch, and Brew Split is now down. So for LGD, this fight could be a little bit complicated for these next 90 seconds or so.
So we got any smokes coming out for Azure Ray?
They have one on the ground.
Okay.
And he does find that ward, so he saw them on that expedition down there. Get that quick little ward. Bottom though.
F1's gonna get jumped. Planet with the setup, Shiro jumps over the Shadow Step. Should be a kill here, having a bit more gold for the Spectre.
That's a big, that's a really nice kill setup when you know that they have ults and stuff, but the potential for a Dawn ult could come in, but end up taking advantage of that there. And
power of LGD. Having this Rubik against the Weaver, just setting up with the Shikuchi.
Well, it is, I mean, all right.
He's all right. He's all good. He's all good.
We'll be able to finish it off. And it actually goes to Somnus. That's actually a really nice one this game. Getting the shot on this Earthshaker could get these further catches either for the Brew or for the Puck. So it's pretty nice that he actually gets it this early on. Okay, lead at the... How many Midases do we have queued up? I saw that FY had also queued one at the ready on the side of Azure. We'll have at least 3.
Chalice. BKB complete. Ready to go for the blink next for that additional setup. Somnus half the way on towards the goal for the Aghanims. We'll see the smoke up now coming in from Azure Ray, but it's coming at a time where, yeah, Split's going to be
15 seconds.
Pretty much back up on LGD, so we'll be fighting into the potential of the ultimates that LGD can try and turn things around with.
They're still looking to kick the pace up, though. They know they're playing versus this late game Spectre, this Brood
They
draft.
might sell for Planet here. Good luck though. Shikuchi's already off. They won't even get the catch onto him. That whole move sort of revealed from Azure Ray. LGD not going to get caught out by that one.
That's pretty good. Breaking these smoke movements when you know you had some downtime on Brew Split. So I mean, Planet's been doing quite a bit of work on this Rubik.
He has, yeah. Some excellent steals and play in the team fights.
Time for Roche. It's on the menu. Dies way too fast. Tested versus this Weaver. But just like last game, kind of similar timing. I mean, they had a little bit earlier last game, but still looking to set that tempo on the side of Azure. This time, they don't have that 10k lead or anything like that. It's very, very neck and neck.
Axe wakes, sweating in the dark.
So last time round, LGD, they were not afraid to fight the Aegis of Azure Ray.
Chalice shows himself a bit. He has a BKB at the ready, but...
Planet can get the lead in. Telekinesis, and the opening damage. Get the BKB off, Chalice. Swings back with the star back with Deathlock. Coming in for the side, bringing Chalice down low, but Chalice up against the 40 time. He's trying to jump off the Solar Guardian. He's up, but he's down. He's actually able to be saved as well by M5, but out of the snowball. Picks Chalice up, takes him out of the side. Chalice,
is he still alive?
He's walking away for this one. The Spayball brings him down, and finally they're able to finish him off. They'll take out Chalice. Dropping the slam here on towards the Brewling. The split comes to an end. New back out of it will get caught by the X-Well start. They're going under the tower. Shiro is quite the cleanup. Double kill for him. Turns over towards low, able to get the time lapse just in time. Still has the safety of the Aegis. But once again, I mean, Planet, he's walking out of these altercations somehow every single time.
I mean, he's the one who starts the fight as well, too. He led in with Shikuchi, got the lift to start everything off. But
this Rubik, it's got to be such a nuisance for Azure Ray. They've got to, I mean, how do you sort of deal with the fact that he's getting away with these sort of lead-ins, that he's getting out of the fights alive?
I mean, he just keeps stealing Solar Guardian is really one of the biggest issues. He's actually causing a lot of problems here. And they're getting all their ults off. I mean, he comes in, he gets, I mean, I think he did the highest damage in that fight. And yeah, times are getting scary, it feels like. Even though Azure, they have the Aegis, they lose that fight even though they use pretty much everything.
Just not quite having the explosive level of damage, despite the fact they have like these 2 Desolators. Doesn't seem to be enough. They can't kind of target focus and get the chance to bring anyone down 100 to 0.
They're not the ones who are they didn't get the fight start either. I think initiation is going to be something very important that we look at for the side of Azure. I mean, nothing to say, if he doesn't get pretty much dealt with by the Earthshaker at the start of these fights, this Puck is going to run rampant, especially versus these 2 supports. Todd's going to Grim, they cannot do much of anything versus nothing to say when he's got this good at the start.
And this Midas Spectre from Shiro getting involved and just picking up these crucial kills in what seems every single team fight.
He's top net worth. This was a spectacle.
That's what we said would happen, right?
Yep. I mean, he was what, level 6 after the 10, or what feels like at the 10-minute mark or something like that. They killed him multiple times, but he is completely recovered.
Not only running into sort of similar difficulties Azure as they did in game one. They had a great start, great lanes. But when it comes to the execution in these team fights, LGD just seem to have their number every single time.
And now with all this downtime, I mean, every ult is coming back up, but it's just feeling like for LGD, now they have the gold lead. Like, that was only less than 1K before there for the side of Azure. Now they're getting quite a bit of items here already with the ulti orb. Everything's coming up. Midases and Philosopher Stones all kicking in. They actually have Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, Greed is good.
Towards the top push here. Azure, try for a tier 2.
Somnus, Ags is completed, and they find nothing to say.
Hiding in the trees.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
From Chalice, an extra bit of jump. Catch, but nothing to say. The reaction time's there. It's out. Bishop, trying to go away, you smell it. Moving Switcheroo's in play. Something's going to pop the BKB to just be able to stand his ground and kill the Witch Doctor off. Got to step across insurance, considering getting involved in the fight. Nothing saves him with the side of the Dream Call here. Onto the two of them. Lou trying to turn and bring down these Brewlings of New. It's causing you to have to back off for now, but the illusions are being sent in by Show. Jamming, backing off. Planet will get the Ghost Sent off. In fact, he'll get the Shaku jump away again. Planet surviving every single attempt that Azure Ray throw at him.
Goodness. Nothing to say. Dancing. The two supports go down, but that's it. Or sorry, the one support, just the Witch Doctor so far. That's a BKB used there from Somnus. A split, of course, was used, though. Quite a bit there from LGD to hold them off. If they don't lose any objectives, the tower's still alive. They'll be coming back up.
Middle tower.
Not believe the Planet just keeps surviving. Literally 10% HP, time and time again.
Top lane, another BKB force. Jure just not able to make the plays that they'd hoped for at this time of the game. Killer support here and there.
They get planted this time.
Let's have a look. He's forces away. Jump ball from Somnus, but another force down to the side. Planet will get caught by the Soulbind here coming out from the two of them, but backup's coming in. F5 he's going to try and lead it with a Soulbind. The Voodoo Switcheroo's there. Telekinesis from Planet comes into play to grab F5. Takes the time to turn things around. Lou trying to get in and do the damage, but look, he has to Shikuchi away. Maybe thinking about why you smile. They get the Witch Doctor. Each and every time, why you smile seeming to be the one to tank the hits here that Azure are throwing the way of LGD. But everyone else on LGD just seeming to be untouchable in these fights.
Yeah, the cores keep getting away with murder. And those are this time. The BKBs are back up, so Somnus did feel comfortable to jump back in. Aegis does get reclaimed. Another bite. FY got his. Wants to go toward this much later scaling, but LGD, I mean, I feel like they're pretty happy going into the scaling function overall in this game.
With how good of a position Hero's in right now.
The immediate jump.
Pretty much an immediate kill. The Solar Guardian's coming in, but he cannot save Tianming. Now Chalice, he's going to be careful himself. They're going to be on the retreat now. Somnus jumping away with the Enchant Totem. Nothing stays in with the silence. The Primal Split as well, closing in upon Somnus. He has to BKB and jump out with the Enchant Totem to survive. Chalice swings back, able to bring the Brewlings pretty low. Shiro will throw out the dagger. Low. Trying to see if he can finish off New potentially.
He's almost doing it, honestly. In the last fight also, that was kind of what it let Azure Ray get that kill on the Witch Doctor cleanly and get out. It's low, actually, addressing the Brew Split, killing off those Brewlings pretty decently. But again, another Solar Guardian is stolen. Planet, he just seems to get it every single time, so they do have to be aware of when he does get this spell steal. Can just turn the tides of them even trying to go for like a BKB TP out or something like that. This Solar Guardian could just put it to a stop immediately.
Yeah. I mean, they have the Echo Slam and such, but making a play into the fact that Rubik has that ultimate, it's not
scary.
easy. It's not an easy call to make. We'll see if they try for it nonetheless.
No BKB on Somnus. This is a risk to make, and they know that this ward is down here as well too, with the way that the Shadow Step came out. They'll be able to get the D ward, and they will.
Low wasn't forced to put the BKB himself in that last fight, so at least for him on the Weaver, he can full commit in this next fight.
Who's been getting most of the Deso stacks so far? I mean, there hasn't been too many because they can't kill, so it's 6 actually for Chalice and only 2 for Low.
Nothing to say, eyes on top. Good setup with a Dream Coil into the Solar Guardian backup from Planet.
And they have the Shadow Step too, so they do essentially. I got a Heroes always.
Right, and they go just for the Shadow Step. alone for now.
And it's really heads up there from Chalice. It doesn't just try to like BKB team.
Radiant's top
That's where the
tower
Solar
is
Guardian
under
comes in and
attack.
stops it. So they are aware that that Solar is still stolen.
And sort of saying things really from nothing to say. You know, he doesn't just throw out the Dream Coil. He's just sort of teases out the BKB and is ready to hold the Dream Coil for a play elsewhere.
But that's what they're trying to do, is bait these BKBs and then make a big hit. They find FY.
They're able to get around to the back lines. FY tries to get him with the jump on North Planet. They're making the punch up and stumble on North Planet. Planet will start wrecking up the Solar Guardian, but it's put to stop. He's forced down the side, but this time Lowe's able to deal with the damage. They bring it down. Lowe wants to get in the time. Has to be able to retreat. Shiro and the split from New. Chasing Lowe out of the fight. Shiro jumps into the shadow step. They bring the Weaver down. They may have got Planet this time, but it cost them so much as they lose their carry.
He's trying to hide.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's alright. No, that was a ping from FY.
Catch this time. I knew he gets the wraparound there with that primal split. Perfectly gets this Weaver kind of isolated. 50 seconds, no Weaver. Spectre now full item finish. Shiro. Scotty's done.
Somnus, he's hovering around, but this is not a place that he wants to be jumping into. Does not have the teammates, does not have the backup. They need everything to try and take the fight. And there's just so many ways that if they don't get away with a successful jump, LGD can respond. We're seeing Shiro once again in these fights just masterfully weaving in and out as this Spectre and just picking up the kills and finding the big ones as well. Chasing Lowe out at the end of that fight. The matchup and head-to-head between the carries, it's not looking fun for Lowe to play right now in his Weaver.
No, definitely not. They're getting away with just some beautiful fights, just with the Vision in particular, right? It seems like they're the ones getting the starts off, even though they're playing into this Earthshaker and this Dawn. They're able to just counter-initiate or reinitiate themselves over and over again. Especially, as we said, multiple times we're just highlighting Planet because he's just doing so much work.
Xiaoming.
Does he get out?
Got a bit of time for himself here with the Glimmer. Some FY by his side.
They get the catch top.
Was he able to get the jump onto Nothing to Say?
I believe that was the gem as well, too.
Down bottom, FY. He's trying to lead it on to White Smart. Look at the punch. He's got a snowball going his way as well. White Smart has a hefty amount of backup. New and Shiro by his side. For FY, he's gone. The rest of them try and run low. Caught by the dust. Quite able to get any sort of disable onto him, though, so Low will escape.
Whose gem was that? So yeah, it was a big kill onto the puck up top. They also got the gem recovered. Well, taken away from the side of LGD, so always huge if they're able to get that kill. Echo Slam was used, but still has BKB available for Somnus.
See if they can do anything with this. 40 seconds or so without Nothing to Say in the game. LGD, they don't seem to be scared. They blow Rubik this time around. Somnus puts the BKB. They're trying to kill New through the Brulings. The Deathborn dropped down over towards Challenge, but Challenge turns with the Starbreaker straight over towards White Smart. A couple of hits more. It's not enough. White Smart, he's able to bounce away. The Witch Doctor survives. They've lost Chalice.
Shiro, or Lu, he has to run away. The Primal Split's ending shortly. Find the grab.
These supports of LGD, whether it's Planet or Why You Smile, it's
So much work.
they're getting in the heads of Azure's cause.
And this Brew is doing an insane amount of damage if he's left alone in the fights too. Like it really just is starting to add up when he has that AC finished up as well too. Cloak, he got blessed. Cloak of Flames with the Radiance, of course, so it is absurd damage once they get isolated. And the supports over on the side of Azure, right, they're having a much harder time, it feels. Every single time it's either a Brew with like 4 different summons just flying at him or a Puck that's just jumping in and out.
Tower is under attack.
Difficult for them as LGD. They're ready to fight again, just constantly smoking up and looking for the battles.
Radiant's top
It feels like for the side of Azure,
fallen.
they're more reliant on their cooldowns than for the side of LGD to be able to win those fights. Even though there's a primal split on the side of LGD.
They're also back up on Azure. Somnus ready with the Echo.
Between the two.
Oh, they need a big slam from Somnus here.
Yeah.
Smoke up on the top lane, but at the same time, LGD, they'll split themselves. Just come to an end on LGD.
15 seconds, no Brew split.
Azure, they've seen you showing on the lane. Ideally, they want to try and get the wraparound and get the jump on the back lines. They'll have a big impact at the start of this fight, but it's hard to get into that position on this area of the map.
Yeah, at least get information or something so they can see these supports.
They're going to try and enter from the other angle.
See who they find. Why? He's got a ward at the ready.
Difficult part of the map to fight into is Radiant.
Get the ward down. No information given yet by it. Somnus trickling in. Brew splits back up.
Free of me.
Don't know if they'll find the way in on this one. It's hard for Azure.
Tentatively.Lgd.
Step put in the wrong place. Team fight could fall apart very quickly for Azure.
I mean, nothing to say, just trying to get that information with the orb constantly.
Both teams fully aware where either is. And GG, they'll head into the pit. Oh. Out with the bugs.
Bug helping out a little bit
It
here.
kind of is a little bit of extra minus armor down onto the Roshan. Lowe's going for a long wrap around here, around the back of the pit.
They're pinging exactly where he is. They got the ducks.
Drop the shadow step straight away. They look to go over towards FY. FY buys some time for himself with the snowball. Gonna lead him over towards him. He's actually gonna get the jump block to the side, but he's caught. Split on you. FY's out. He'll buy back. Yashiro, he's over towards Challenge. Challenge tries to swing his way out with the Starbreaker. Stun on towards Tom. It's surrounded. He might have to put the BKB. He will. Pops the BKBs out with a retreat. Jump forward here. As Challenge is still trying his best to get away from these Brewers with the Summer Guardian, but he's caught by the stun. Challenge turns with one final swing, but they'll finish him off during it. He's out. Jianming lucky to get away with a TP. The Azure Raid, they've lost the two of them.
I love just dies instantly at the start of the fight. What it feels like as soon as the Haunt comes out, they all just jump. They have full information of everything, and it's a dismantling.
Looking for more.
Nothing.
And FY he brought back, tried to push out the mid lane, but immediately Shiro jumps over towards him.
Crap! What a recovery by Shiro! Unbelievable performance.
May have been a mistake.
As a Spectre had it, one of the hardest starts I think we've seen in quite some time. 11, 4, and 10 godlike.
And they're into the pit. LGD, they'll have no struggle grabbing the Aegis here for themselves.
They made that fight look easy. The Haunt gets popped and it's just devastation. Nobody on Azure can do much of anything.
Yeah, they just set up in a way around this point that made it pretty much impossible for Azure to find the kind of fight that they needed.
And again and again and again, Planet, he stole Solar Guardian again. So he just keeps getting these spells, keeps getting these incredible steals. Goes to fall, Shiro. Even more comfort now for him.
See how well Azure may be able to pull together a fight on the defensive, because highly likely that LGD are going to be coming to look for them now with the push that they can potentially get away with this Aegis.
And can they kill these cores? It feels like it's the problem again that, I mean, they have the catch and stuff this game in comparison to last game, but can they kill these tanky cores? Even nothing to say. They've caught him a couple times alone. I think actually maybe 2 or 3 of the kills were him just completely isolated, but in the team fights, this puck has been not dealt with at all. And now he's got 3,500 HP, Brewmaster has 3,500 HP, Spectre has 3,500 HP. Getting harder and harder for you to kill any of these cores.
Double harm shall I deal.
What do you do if you're Azure? You know that at this point of the game, you're feeling that it's fallen into very similar territory as Game 1 did.
Might have to just take some crazy risks, it feels like, to just try to pop one of these heroes at the start, but they are quite tanky now at this point.